Hi everyone, so I'm almost at the end. I've just got a couple more to do. Hope you've got on okay. So just finish off the last couple, so yarn over, go through, grab the yarn, pull through 3 loops in the hook, yarn over and pull through all 3. I remember I attached the stitch marker so that I know that this is now going to be my last stitch. So I'm going to yarn over, push it through, yarn over and pull through. So I've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and go through all 3. So that's the last one along the beginning of the chain. Should look something like that. Give it a little bit of a stretch, but it looks like there's a nice pattern appearing here. So once you come to the end, the only thing you now need to do is to chain 1. You'll do this at the end of every row, so don't forget. So we're going to chain 1. So we're going to go under, grab the yarn, pull through. Now we're going to turn the work. Now there are all different ways of turning. You could turn front ways, you could turn back ways. I just think of it as turning a page in a book. So if it says turn your work, all I do is pull that over that side and then just reposition the yarn. So that's all that turning the work means. So we are now starting another row and it's going to be exactly the same as the previous row. So I'm going to do this with you, the same as before, with a slight difference in where the hook is going. So if you turn your work towards you, you can see the top of those stitches there. So all we are going to do is to work into the middle, picking up the back loop of those stitches. Now that's different from working underneath and going through these gaps. So just remember to tilt the work a little bit towards you, then you can see those little V's going all the way along, and that's where you're going to insert your hook. Now as before, we are going to work into the second chain or the second stitch. So not the loop that's on the hook, we don't count that. This is the first one. We are going into the second one. So just look for the second V. So not this one, that's the loop on the hook. That's the first stitch, we don't want that one. We're going into the second one. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same. Yarn over, insert your hook into the back loop of that second stitch. Pull the yarn through, so you've got 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Now again, I would highly recommend using a stitch marker and just marking off that first stitch there. Because especially with this type of yarn, sometimes it gets a little bit lost at the end and you struggle to find it. So I just think it makes it easier if you get into that habit. Right, so we're going to do exactly the same. We're going into the back loop of the next stitch. So yarn over and we're going into the back loop here. Push through, grab the yarn, put it up so you've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Now sometimes with this yarn, because it is a little bit fluffy and because it's double knit, so it's 2 strands twisted together, sometimes you can accidentally just catch one of them, but you'll know if you've done, because it will look a bit thinner and you'll see a little bit of a frazzled yarn. So you might just need to go back and do the stitch again if you do accidentally do that. But as I say, the more you practice these things, the easier it gets. So again, we're going to yarn over. We're going to go into that back loop, push through, grab the yarn, pull it up 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. We're going to yarn over, go into the back loop, pull through, so you've got 3 loops on the hook, yarn over. So you can see you've got a nice little pattern, a ribbed pattern appearing, and that's what we want for our hat. You can see the ribs all the way along. And I won't bombard you with too much information now, but this is exactly the same way that we can create a pumpkin. But we can do that another time. So yarn over, go through the back loop, grab the yarn, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3. Sometimes you might need to just pull on the yarn a little bit just to tighten it. There we go. So yarn over, pull through, push through, grab the yarn, pull up, you've got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3. So yarn over, push through the back loop, grab the yarn, pull through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through. And we're going to do that all the way along. Okay, I'll leave you to do that and I'll join you just before we get to the very end.